Good morning, good morning, good morning. And you join me on another beautiful morning in sunny Ibiza. I'm up in the north of the island today, walking from a place called Can Carune, doing a loop into the countryside. Yeah, it's a walk I've been doing for a few years. It's kind of one of my go-tos. I don't really have to think hard about this one. I just kind of put a podcast on in my earplugs and off I go. Takes me into the countryside rather than a coastal path. But yeah, hope you'll enjoy this one. And thanks everybody for liking, sharing and commenting on my previous episodes. It's always appreciated. Don't know if you can hear I think it's peacocks in the background. Certainly making a bit of noise. It's quite early. I was out by 8 AM and it's about half an hour scooter ride up to Can Carune. I'll put something on the screen. No doubt I've messed the pronunciation of that up. But it was kind of a restaurant, cafe, up north of the island. They've had a bit of a jazz up of the place over the last few years. But it's a bit of a traditional spot for the locals. So we're well into the summer now. The island is, as you can expect, fairly busy. Work's good. Playing every Monday, doing kind of NuNorthern soul, friends and family thing down at Pikes, programming the pool from midday till 10 PM, which has been fun, inviting loads of associates of the NuNorthern soul label, so people who've recorded and generally supported the label over the years. Yeah, it's been nice. So it's kind of a full day. I'm down there, chance to catch up with friends and family, oddly, surprisingly, and play lots of really lovely music. Going to be doing that till the end of the summer, so if you are coming, Mondays, get yourself over. No guest list required. If you're coming before kind of 6 PM, just come across and tell them you're heading up to see Phat Phil and friends. It'd be good to see you. I always wonder who lives in this place when I pass. Can Carune. Beautiful looking villa. Lots of lovely grounds and garden. those who might be first time viewers to my channel, this series is called The Other Side of the Island. I currently live in Ibiza, I have done for many years, and I just wanted to show people the other side of the island, oddly. The off the beaten track, gravel crunching and dusty trails, and things that necessarily you may not be aware of if you're new visitors or even old visitors to the island. It took me a few years, and I've been coming here since 91, 92. So yeah, these videos will hopefully give you some different experiences, and you know, hopefully you'll come and check them out yourself when you come. For this walk, I'll try and put a link in the comments. I think I've got one on Wikilocks, which is my go-to app for stuff like this. Thank you. Back to the walk. Onwards. Another beautiful gated property. Plenty of land there. What I like about this one though is this wooden gate they have here. I'm guessing proper old school craftsmanship's gone into this. Hopefully you can see that. Electrical supplies for that big villa up at the back. Nice and cool this morning. The label NuNorthern Soul. Had a few releases out already this year. Great EP from Danny Ward, aka Balaphonic, also known as Moody Mank. You probably saw that across the socials. Yeah, it's been really well received. Also the Summer Selections Volume 5. Yeah, 5 volumes we've done so far, so that's 6 tracks that feature on digital releases across the summer months. So we've got all sorts of stuff on there, from a night dubbing with a wonderful Manu Archio remix, Gilo, I think it is, J-I-L-O, yeah, Gilo. He's a French producer, new to the label. A return from Greek producer George Koutelarias, And other artist new to the label, Roots Artifact from Tallinn, who's a reggae and dub producer, but he's done some really beautiful Balearic dub tracks. Let me just look at my my notes I've prepared. That's how professional I am. Excuse me. We have Gillo, we've said, Roots Artifact. Oh, Visions of Light. How can I forget them? Simon Sheldon, who runs the Freebooter Lounge label out of Belfast. He's a Scouser originally, but now lives over in Ireland. So Visions of Light is his project, and he's done an LP, which very super excited to be getting out. Who else have we got? James E. Burton. So James is an English producer, and he sent me some music tail end of last year. I think he got my details from Simon Mills, aka one half of Bent. They'd worked together. I think Simon had done some mixing and mastering for him, and yeah, he must have mentioned my name, and James then contacted me and sent me a wonderful long player, an album, a digital album, so that'll be coming out as well. So yeah, plenty of stuff over the summer. Also have Jasper Van Toff compilation. Jasper Van Toff is Pilly Pilly. He's also a very accomplished jazz pianist, going back decades, released many albums, but I've gone and picked his Pilly Pilly African influence stuff and selected 6 pieces, selected works. So it's in the selected works series, which I did 2 with Ryo Kawasaki and 1 with Joan Biboloni, for those who are familiar with NuNorthern Soul. What else have I got? I've got the BJ Smith and Joe Harvey White cover of the Billy Paul cover of Elvis Presley's Don't Be Cruel, which is sounding absolutely phenomenal. There's a 13-minute version going on the 12, which to me is just, yeah, mind-blowing. But more details to follow, and enough of my rambling. Let's get back to some real rambling. Nice walk now through the undergrowth, the shade, and I do this later in the year when it gets a bit warmer. This is a nice respite. Always nice and cool here. So if you've watched some of my previous videos, you'll know I have a bit of a fascination about boats in strange places. Well, here's some more. Hopefully you can see those through there. Boats that look like cars with slides on, obviously for the tourists, and stored here because it's probably a lot cheaper than storing down near the beach. And this villa has a right yappy dog. Every time I come past, he's off. Some beautiful orange trees in there. So this route does bring you towards one of the smaller but busier roads. Depends on what time of year you come and obviously what time you're walking, so please be careful here. It's only a short stretch, and then we cut back in just up there. I don't know if you can see the signs up on the right hand side. Yeah, that's where we're heading. We're going to be going across in that direction. And you might hear a lot of people shouting in the background. We're just passing one of the local leisure centres. Quite a few of them here on the island. Sports facilities are generally good. But yeah, Sunday is a busy day for them, I'm guessing. A couple of tournaments and things on, hence the noise. Again, I've probably touched on this in previous episodes, but been coming to Ibiza since the 90s, but it was only really when I moved back here about 5 or 6 years ago that I started really exploring. And COVID hit and movement was restricted massively, but we were allowed to get out occasionally for walks. And I think, the walking for me in those times just really helped the old noggin, the old mental health, and continues to do so when things get tough, as they do for all of us. I really suggest, if you can, just get out and get into the countryside. For me, it's been a game changer, really. I've tried lots of different things over the years for improving mental health, and this one seems to be the one that works. I am fortunate, obviously, to live in Ibiza, but having grown up in the UK, and oddly, I think tail end of last summer, I went home to North Wales and went for a little walk a few minutes from the family home, and found a path that obviously has been there forever. I just never explored it, and it was absolutely incredible. And even in the cities, I lived in London for a while, there are some amazing places to go and walk. Some of the bigger parks, some of the old abandoned railway lines that have been converted into kind of walkways. Lots of fauna and flora, whatever you call it, animals and plants. But yeah, just getting out into nature is definitely, as I say, a game changer for me, and I hope it is for you. Back to the ramble. I mentioned earlier I'm playing at Pikes this year every Monday. I'm also doing every 2 weeks, which started 7th of May, and at La Torre, Hostel La Torre. Been playing for them for quite a while, but I was always kind of just filling in slots, so it was never a guaranteed regular. Well, it was pretty regular, but the days were never guaranteed, so it was difficult for me to kind of let people know when I would be playing in advance. But yeah, if you look on your calendar, 7th of May, and then it's every 2 weeks thereafter. I'll be soundtracking sunset. Get yourself booked in if you're going for dinner. If you do know me and want to come, but necessarily are not staying for full dinner, just want to come and hang out, give me a shout. I've got a little table near the booth, and I can kind of invite friends. So yeah, as I say, if you know me and you come in, please get in touch, and let's see what we can sort out. And I'm also going to be playing a new venue for me anyway. It's a restaurant called Amante, owned by David Piccioni. For those who know, Househeads, Dave had Azuli Records back in the day, and Dave's from the UK originally, but has been out here many years and owns a couple of amazing restaurants. So I'm quite honoured to be asked to play, and that I think starts around about now, and it'll be Thursdays. But yeah, honoured, as I say, with David's rich pedigree and history of music, being asked by him to come and play for him at his restaurant is yeah, something I'm quite proud about, to be honest. But yes, hopefully I'll see a few friendly faces on the island this summer, and now you know where I'm going to be. Come and say hola. And as always, the music you're listening to in this episode from the other side of the island is from my NuNorthern Soul label. I will put links in the description for Bandcamp if you're so inclined to want to make a purchase. And also I think YouTube kindly adds the Spotify links as well. So again, if you head to the description, you should get all that information there. And yeah, glad you're enjoying the music and the episode. Thanks for watching. Well. There's a few of these on dotted around the island. This one's been well preserved. it started off a beautiful day. As you can see, looks like we're gonna have some rain. You can sort of smell it as well in the air, you know, when that yeah, it's a weird kind of smell, but yeah, it definitely smells and looks like rain, that's for sure. Not too far to go now anyway, but yeah, I hope it's not raining when I'm riding the scoot back. I have got a waterproof, but I'd rather not be riding back in the rain, that's for sure. Pair of big boys there looking after the house. Nearly there. We have got to go back along another busy little road, so again, if you're doing this walk, please take care and walk into oncoming traffic. Again, it's not that long, and it brings us back to where we started. Can Carune. God blame me, my pronunciation is terrible. It's where we started shortly. And there you go, another from the other side of the island, complete. Can Carune, a loop. As I say, I'll put that in the description. If you've enjoyed the episode, please like. If you've got any comments, please add them. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Thanks very much. Adios.